Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You better be afraid of me. 51 miles.
They'll run with Muhammad. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
You got nothing.
Allen running the option to the left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Get ready. Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up. Middle.
Here's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Half 85. Hey, tight. Go. 56.
All day, defense, all day.
They'll run. It's Dixon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but... couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
And the Texans, 1st down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a carry here for Hilliard, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 34-yard line.
Watch the run. Wide, get wide. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Watson on first down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he is all the way up past the 25.
No, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here you go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 29. Check behind him.
Watson on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 11-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Time to go. Night.
To the air, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Strip that ball.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check it back. Check it back.
Watson now. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, that QB's trash.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And he'll find Hall. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, Houston.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
The Bills take over first down at their own 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. On second and 11 now. Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Alert 3. Mike 8.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And that is incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Check back. Kill. Turn up. Mike's 50.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
First down, Texans.
Hey, 31!
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hilliard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf. 78 yards, and the Bills get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Faking the give. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen now looks to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo, A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 8. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
And here's Allen to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And able to find John Brown. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That is caught at the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He finds Hopkins complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
On first down, Hunt, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check, 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 check.
26.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
They run again with Hunt. And he lost the football. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive, because truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Allen going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again. Allen. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, 59. 57's right. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hilliard. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety. Safety's creeping.
Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
That's it, baby. We don't play.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. What is that? 19. Choose the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's put that team on the clock.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Hakeem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
this, playing skills, you dig.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never slip, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give